Hello, Walter 12 here. And if you're wondering why there's a Minions cup here, well, there's a reason for what that. There's a thing inside there that's going to be important for this video. Basically, my mother has been collecting these kind of pins for a long time, and I decided to bring them here. Basically, they're pins that she had in her childhood during the 90's and the 80's during that time, back when pins were actually relevant. Like those kind of sharp, surely you know what pins are if you're watching this video. I mean, I hope so anyway. So yeah, I just stored them inside this cup thing, and because I have no other place to keep the pins, because all the other places seem to be used for something else or other. Let's just take them out one by one. Let's just open the lid there, and let's just check out the ones that we have. Just pick out random ones and see which ones they are. Like Liberto Buenos Sanfries dungarees. I'm guessing this must have come with them a bit of with pants, because dungarees, they're like pants, aren't they? I think there might have been overalls. Don't inform me on that. But yeah, basically, and all these pins, or most of these pins, come with these sort of things to protect the sharp points from, as you can see. So yeah, that's the Sunfries dungarees, apparently. Most of these are going to be based on characters, so there'll be a few of them that are like characterized, like licenses. Like this one. This one based on Daffy Duck, presumably from when when they were advertising Space Jam or something. It looks like it anyway. Yeah, some of them were like gold covered, some of them are like black covered, and yeah, this is one of the examples. This pin's very sharp on that one. Yeah, basically Jaffy's looking pretty. Actually, looking closer, it looks pretty dirt-bite actually, which is never a good sign for someone who's playing basketball. That's not a good idea to have on your team. Dirt-bite basketball players. Yeah. Oh, there's a few Garfield ones in here, like this one. Just Garfield in a cap, just riding along on a purple car. A purple car that is not called Putt Putt, but it is just a purple car actually. There's no information on what this when this pin is from. I don't think you can't read this, but it does say you can kind of read it says 1978, but this is obviously when the character was made and not the pin. So I'm guessing these pins must have come from the 80's and or like the early 90's at least. It looks like it anyway. Ah, this is an interesting one. This is, and if you don't know what this is, basically it's one of the characters from that Super Tres channel. That back in the 90's when they used to have these characters. I think there's all of them in there. I think this one's called, there's like Bat Boomy Flash, but I don't remember which one this is. I think it might be in Boom actually, but the only problem is there's no cover for this one, but so that means it can potentially harm people. But the pin is actually quite a little bit blunt, so yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell what he's doing actually. Is he holding what's he doing? Is he holding binoculars or something and one of them just disconnected or something? Or is he just having a massive headache? I don't know. Another rectangular one. This is Liberto Liberto quality triple X quality. I can't tell where this came from. Could have been from pants again, but I have no idea. It doesn't triple X doesn't sound like something you'd want to wear on your pants now, was it? I don't know. Hmm. What's up with the guy's face? What's this anyway? Is it a face? Yeah, it looks like a face. I don't know of who though. Probably not important. Ah, here's a familiar face you must be familiar with. Disney Club. Disney Club pin with Mickey Mouse on it. I'm guessing this must have been from. Well, my mother must have joined the Disney Club at some point. Or either that or she just found this pin in the street. I don't know. Anyway. This is a cool little pin actually. This is probably one of the best ones in there. Which is pretty interesting. Here is Felix the cat, the old cartoon from the 1910s, but at least I think it's in Felix, but the color seems to be pretty off here. He's just, here he is, he's just resting on the moon. Yeah. And because of how flat, and because of how small the surface area is, there's not even a copyright on there that I can tell. No, there's no copyright on there. No. But it's pretty interesting anyway. Ah, here's a standard one. Tweety. Yeah, this is a Tweety bird. You'll probably know this. Sylvester always catches him, and he's kind of an asshole. Can we read the copyright on this one? I don't know. Oh, there we go. There's a copyright 1991 Warner Brothers. This came from the 90s, definitely. So yeah, this is that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's nothing really much to comment on these. If there's anything I can comment on, that I'll probably point it out. But yeah. Oh, this is. I actually have no idea what this is. I think it says "Gay mala suerte." That means how unfortunate or how bad luck or something, like literally. I have no idea what this is from. Actually, let's take out the copyright there. Can I read that? Says, here, let me read it from the thing. It says, it's so small you can't read it. There is in the radio. Ah, okay, it says, there is in the radio, okay. I'm guessing this must be based on a character from a radio station, I think. So, pity I don't know who that character is. It's very reflective, though, so that's pretty interesting. Here's another Garfield one. He's just shrugging. Probably just because of how probably because he has nothing to say about these mainly. But it's interesting because it's a cool collector's thing. Yeah. Here's a Amada Tierra. That means our loved Earth, I think. Yeah, this is like just a picture of an Earth, and yeah, with a little tagline on it, with a little ribbon around it, basically. Yeah. Hang on, is this from, I don't know, it's not, I don't think it's from this video again, but let me take out this. No, there's nothing on there. Hang on, no, I thought there was something I could read, there's nothing on there, actually. But yeah, there's nothing to say about that other than the fact that yeah. No, nothing else to say, really. We got an interesting one. Ah, here it is, here's one. You'll do nicely. Troll. This is actually an interesting one, because all these ones over there, they're like all made of metal, but here, this one seems to be, is made from a rubber. If we can focus on it. Yes. Made from a rubber. It's actually pretty cool, actually, until you take this off and you realize that from there it looks as if he stabbed himself. It's actually horrifying, actually. It's a little bit of a bad decision choice, actually. So who thought that was a good idea? But at least the fact that but at least it's impressive on one side, but on the other side it's basically just horror. Here's Goofy, everyone's favorite dog of Disney, other than Pluto, even though they're both dogs. And yeah, I never understood that. Anyway, this is an interesting one because not only are Goofy's eyes brilliant or bright, like shining, reflective. That's the word. Now, also, this uses a different cap because if you noticed, all the other ones use the different cap. This one seems to be using a rubber cap, which can, depending on how you pull it. Yeah, that's how you take off one of those. Like I can't tell if they're easier or harder or what, but yeah, that's one. That's Goofy. With his yellow hat and his reflective eyes and his reflective mouth, apparently. Well, that's some pretty dark stuff in it. Have peace. At least I think it must be peace. It's like this is the sort of thing. This is kind of symbol you'd associate with hippies and stuff. So basically, where it is if you're a big fan of the hippies or something, like most people aren't. Well, who knows? I don't know. Here's Sylvester. Oddly, his eyes have somehow gone dark from all the times he tried to catch Tweety, and he somehow catch him in the dark. I don't know, but yeah, this is an interesting one. But yeah, this is basically Sylvester. Nothing else to say other than his eyes are black. Other than the fact that his eyes are total blackness, and this kind of horrifies me a little. Yes. Okay. Let's just throw it on the side. Here's Garfield off to go to the beach, with his surfboard and his sunglasses and his underwear. Not his underwear. The shorts with SpongeBob Cloud on there. Yes, I like these ones because I like the Garfield ones the best because they're iconic and you can tell what they were meant to be. The colors are nice. Yeah. This is a pretty cool pose. It's inappropriate because I'm going to be going somewhere later in this month. Dot Sankugat, basically all Sankugat, but basically because Sankugat was a major place for us. This isn't a very big pin. This is a very small one, and as such, it takes a while for to focus. Yeah. That Sankugat, this looks like what tower is that? I can't remember what the tower is called. No, we ever find out because it just defocused on itself. Well done. This is just a Warner Brothers shield. It's a cool little Warner Brothers shield with Bugs Bunny, Sylvester, Porky, Tweety, all your favorites. The Warner Brothers shield doesn't look too bad. If I had just a shield, then that would be perfect. I mean, the characters are nice too. Until you realize that most of them are all reflective again. Because of course they are. Never understood why they do that. It's kind of creepy actually. How all their mouths and stuff are glowing and aren't focusing. That's better. Look, Tweety's eyes are glowing. Everyone's outlines are glowing actually. That's kind of horrible. And the eyes are just black and it doesn't seem to match well. But yeah, I never understood that. Also, back with the rubber back again. So great. Here's another Sylvester. Well, at least this one's eyes aren't black, but his eyes are still reflective. I think this might be a bit of a saliva that's dripping out of his tongue. I think so. It looks like it, or it could just be something else. I got two of them. Pizza World, wherever that is. Pizza World, like Pizza Planet or Pizza Island or Pizza Techno Pizza. That is basically a pizza. This presumably came from a pizza place near where my mother lived or something. And yeah, I like this sort of mascot though. It's pretty cute actually. If you can focus on it. Yeah, I like him or her or them. I can't tell what gender they are. Looks pretty ambiguous, androgynous even. And to the point that I can't even focus on it. Well done. Here's Garfield again with his party hat and his t-shirt and his shorts. Basically, he's gone to a party or something. I like his crown though. It looks like the kind of crown you'd get from a cracker or something. It looks like it's made of paper. I don't know. Let's get another one of those. Oh wow, another Sylvester. Another one with the black eyes. Well done. This appears to be some sort of lighter pin. A sort of pin that looks like that's meant to resemble a lighter, and or is it meant to be based on something? Should we focus on it later? Because I think is it meant to tie in with something? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Kobe. If you don't know who Kobe is, he was basically an Olympic mascot back then, and he was a pretty cute one actually. back, before they had Wenlock and Mandeville, those freaks, they had this. It's actually a cute little fox character thing. Yeah, and basically he's advertising Coca-Cola, because it has to advertise two things, the Olympics and the Coke. Yeah. Shame we don't get mascots like these anymore. I remember the one we had in Athens in 2004 was interesting as well. But this is probably my favorite one. This one is the right to keep and bear arms, apparently. This is American. Because you can tell because it's the sort of eagle, and the flag is the American one. The old American one, because this seems to have only about 13 stars or so. Yeah. This seems to be pretty historic, actually, and I don't really get it because I'm not an American. Maybe someone in the comments will get this. I think I understood. I think I kind of understand the gist of what this is supposed to be, but yeah. Here we go. Here's one of the super credits ones again, and this one's Bat, I think. I hope I'm getting their names correct. 'Cause if not, I'm gonna have to correct them in the description because annotations are gone. Anyway, yeah, this is basically Bat. He's the blue one. His eyes are you can actually tell what he's doing this time. Actually, he's just resting himself, stretching out his legs, and just falling asleep. Here's a trophy for the Football Club Barcelona of '92. I don't really follow much on football, but yeah, it's actually a trophy. It's like a sort of small trophy you'd give to an action figure or something. And here's one I don't get even less of. Gala, what does it say? We'll focus on it. We're doing a lot of focusing today. Calafell or Calafell or something like that. I'm guessing this looks a bit like an airport. Let me look closer, actually. I think that might be a plane there, but I can't tell. And there's a bird there, so it might be an airport. I have no clue. We'll never get a clue if we don't focus on it sooner. Yeah. There's this. I think that's came from Is this from I think this came from Dr. Slump, actually. I think we can see the copyright on this one, so we might get something. Or is it from something else? I can't read it from there. Let me read it. 1986 toy. Yeah, this is from Dr. Slump. Yeah, this is basically an anime that my mother always enjoyed. And an anime I always wanted to enjoy, but I never got the chance to watch it. I mean, it's an anime I'm interested in. Like, the characters are cute and stuff. And it's like toy. The people who made Dragon Ball and stuff. Next two have our Garfield ones. Here's just Garfield with a camera. He's just resting on a camera. Just resting to see. Just waiting for you to take your picture or something. But he can't because this is a pin and not an actual camera. And here's Garfield wearing a t-shirt and a cap and some shoes, some sneakers even, and a pair of pants and a glove and a big black glove. His t-shirt said bad because he thinks being bad is being good. Or something like that. Yeah, it looks like he's about to murder someone. Well, not until he gets some firearm anyway. I don't know. This one's I definitely know the name of. It's from Super 3, again, back in the 90's. But I definitely know the name of this one. It's Domatic. Yeah, basically he's just a tomato or whatever. And he wears some sunglasses and he has sort of cassette player, tape recorder buttons for teeth and stuff. And he also has a telephone inside him because, of course, man, the 90's were weird. Does this have any copyrights, actually? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. But yeah, this is an interesting pin, and actually the one I know the most of, because even if my memory is a bit faulty on him, or all of them, these kind of got who this guy is. Yeah. Next pin. Next handful of pins. Colgate. Colgate. Colgate is a brand of dental products, and they're pretty good dental products. Here's just a tube of toothpaste with a toothbrush. If you need to remind yourself what you need to do every day, preferably 20 times. I don't know, and it's one of those. It's one of those sort of smooth kind of things. I can't remember what they're called now, but yeah, they're pretty It's pretty cool actually. I don't know if you'd wear this kind of thing on your shirt, but yeah. Here's another Sylvester because we can never have enough of Sylvesters. And here's another one, and his black eyes are back again, unless they're closed. No, they're not. Actually, I can't tell. Actually, are they closed? I think they might be, but they look so. It could be just triangles. I can't tell. But everything else is fine, other than the fact that his outline's reflective again. What's up with those anyway? What is the deal with putting reflective outlines on your pins or reflective parts on where the pins would be? Oh wow, a free thing. I think I might put that with one of the pins actually. So I think there was one that was missing this. Uh, there's his very small pin. An American classic Zippo. Oh, it's from Zippo. That looks familiar. It's the one from what we had at the lighter in 32. Different back again. Different back, but still made of metal. But yeah, nothing much to say on this one actually. It's just round. Here we have a few Chester Cheetah ones. Chester Forel. That's this. He just looks like he's playing some poker or something, or solitaire. I don't know. Definitely a card game though. His outlines are kind of reflective, but at the same time, it doesn't really affect anything because at least it actually looks normal, and it doesn't have any black, so it doesn't ruin the flow. That's good. And we have another Chester one, Chester Chupando. He's basically just sucking on a drink. Chester Cheetah. And this one doesn't seem to be reflective, oddly. It's just all black. This is interesting. Does this have a copyright? Oh no, it doesn't say. It doesn't have a copyright. It just says It just has PepsiCo Inc. but no year. That's not very helpful. Oh dear, a duplicate. Oh. Here's Mickey. Yay! It's everyone's favorite Mickey Mouse. The reflections are back, but it's not quite as effective as the last time. I think it might be darker material, but it's a nice little thing. Definitely a good thing to keep with the Disney Club badge that we had earlier. Pin, even. Ah, here's another Kobe. This is a very reflective Kobe. It's kind of looks like it's valuable and it's worth £1 million, euros, liras, whatever. It looks pretty cool actually. It's a very shiny thing. It's reflective and it's just one color, but it's Kobe, and who's he riding on though? What the hell is that supposed to be? Is that a surfboard? Is that a firework? What is that? What is that supposed to? Oh no, wait, is that a diving board? Looks like one. I thought it was surfing, but then again, this doesn't look like a. You wouldn't wear. This looks like swimming pool clothes, so it might be just swimming. He's just in the pool. Another duplicate. Here's just a simple Chester Cheetah one. It's just this Chester, and he's just chilling. And not focusing. There we go. This is a pretty standard one. It's probably the best one of all of them, mainly because it's not ruined by anything. But then again, neither was the Jupanda one. Yeah. Chester Cheetah. That was making me hungry, actually. Chlorine Bebe. Or Chlorine Baby. Or, I don't know. It's a very reflective thing, and I can't really tell what it's supposed to be if you shine like this. If you shine it like this, I'll just see there's like a bunch of hands and feet just grasping onto each other. I don't get the deal with this pin, actually. So, that goes on one side. It's just very weird. Here's another standard Garfield. Yeah. What is he doing this time? He's just resting. He's just pointing at something while resting his feet. His feet that just so happen to be joined together. And I add, which is never a good sign, never a good thing to have. Just consult a doctor when that happens, because seriously, that's some very horrible thing to happen to you. Oh, and we only have one last thing. Avorith, 1800 francs. Avoriath, 1800 francs. I can't tell when this came from. I don't know. This last one isn't even a pin. It's a badge or a button if you prefer. So you just stick it around your thing. And that's it. We never got to see Flash though. That's a shame. So yeah, that's all the pins that I have in this box, in this cup even. So yeah, that was a good little trip down my mother's memory lane. And yeah, that's all I wanted to show you because yeah, this is World J212 signing out.